Welcome to a day in my life as a 26-year-old balancing my vintage clothing business while also working a 9 to 5. Today we had a 4 a.m. wake-up call to head to an estate sale in Winston-Salem. The sale was a liquidation for a vintage shop called Puttin' on the Ritz, which was owned and operated by a man named Hans who sadly passed away. He had the most amazing collection, and this sale was such a crazy opportunity for me because I literally used to window shop here in college. My friend Natalie and I got to the sale around 6 a.m. to be numbers 5 and 6 in line, which was honestly shocking to me. I had the best time meeting these other vintage sellers while we waited in line. It was so fun to hear their stories and learn about what each person was after in the sale. We got our numbers at 8 a.m., got into the sale at 9 a.m., and at this point, I blacked out. Natalie was able to snag my dream table for me while I collected some of the most beautiful beaded silk fairy tops that I have ever seen, so stay tuned for a haul. And at this point, I had a little less than an hour to shop and check out because I had a Zoom meeting for my full-time job at 10 a.m. I settled down at Cranky's for a biscuit and matcha, clocked in for my Zoom meeting, and got to work, still riding the high of this sale. I used my lunch break to drive back to Chapel Hill and made it back to the office around 1 p.m. where I finished up some more tasks and had one last Zoom meeting for the day. Sometimes scaling your business with a full-time job requires a crazy long day, but I think it was so worth it. In one day, I got 6 hours of sleep, put nearly 200 miles on my car, spent over $1,000 on inventory, and somehow still logged a full 8-hour workday. I left the office around 6:30 p.m. and honestly, I'm ready to do it all again. The 4 a.m. wake-up call isn't an everyday thing. I do end up having a day like this maybe once a week, and that's why I like to call Finders Keepers my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5.